What the hell is GeoGuessr doing? It has been a very long time since I have done a critique on GeoGuessr, but look at these reviews. I mean, what are we doing? And look at these comments. I mean, what are we doing here?
I don't even know what to talk about first. Like we have some stuff to get into. I was originally gonna make this video on just the Steam edition all by itself because what a shit show that is. But then I get this announcement here from GeoGuessr that says they're gonna have a huge announcement, all caps. We're heading to the Esports World Cup 2025 as part of the Esports World Championship EN. This is a massive step up for us. Let's show the world what we've got. We'll be hosting a last chance wildcard tournament live in Riyadh, a final shot at the 2025 World Finals in Copenhagen. Let's take a look. This is the more recent story, so I'm going to start with this. We'll get to the Steam edition later in this video, but there has been some drama in the community for very good reason, and I'll explain. Actually, let's read some of the comments first because I do think it is important because we need to see what the community is talking about. Geo Richie is just like, GeoGuessr tried to make a bad decision challenge level impossible. Fixie L, Sachi, Holy L. I get that you all want money, but when majority of the players can't even compete, that's just morally wrong. Okay, we'll get to this comment because I get that you all want money. Well, that may not even be true. You guys don't know, there is a very large LGBTQ plus community in GeoGuessr, maybe more so as far as like the ratio goes in proportion to other esports. Now let's take a look at Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia, engaging in homosexual acts can lead to severe penalties under Sharia law, which forms the basis of the country's legal system. Here's a breakdown of potential punishments. Number 1, the death penalty. If you're not killed, you would probably be flogged, potentially imprisoned for a very long time, lengthy prison sentences. Other punishments. Okay, here we go. People who are traveling to Saudi Arabia, deportation after serving their first sentence. Now, I don't know if people are going to be playing in the last chance wildcard who identify with this group, but if they do, they could be in some serious trouble. Is it worth risking potentially your life to go to Saudi Arabia? This is not funny. I'm just laughing because the situation is just so absolutely ridiculous. Now, GeoGuessr has released a statement which Joey Spiel was basically like truly one of the responses of GeoGuessr ever. And let's examine why he said that. First of all, in my semi-inactive Discord, which first of all, join and make it more active, please. But we have 9 skulls. Okay, 9 skulls on the official post that was posted into my server. But if you look at the actual post that was posted to GeoGuessr, guys, 120 dislikes. Guys, 120 skulls. 63 clowns. I mean, there's no support here. AI, it says. AI. And look at all the support for these flags over here. 42 dislikes even. You know, and let's just make it 121 skulls. Why not, right? Why not? We have to examine this post like on a line-by-line basis. It's bad. First of all, here we go. Hello, GeoGuessr community. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and concerns regarding the upcoming wildcard tournament being held in Saudi Arabia. We understand the concerns and truly appreciate how passionate and engaged this community is. It's one of the things that makes GeoGuessr so special. All right, little introductory sentence there. We wanted to share a few thoughts on our decision to take part in the Esports World Cup in Saudi Arabia, which we believe is aligned with our mission of global exploration and encouraging inclusion and understanding. Wait. Encouraging inclusion? Wait. Saudi Arabia supports inclusion? That's new to me. That is very, very new to me. GeoGuessr is about exploring the world. Okay, so here we have their little mission statement. If you straight up just Google GeoGuessr like I just have, it says right here, GeoGuessr, let's explore the world. Okay, it's clearly their goal to explore the world. It is, and we can't deny that. And they say, and we believe strongly in the power of that message to bring people closer together and make the world a better place. Our goal is to carry this message globally, which we believe means supporting the GeoGuessr player community all over the world. Has anybody ever met a Saudi Arabian GeoGuessr player? Is there a Saudi Arabian community out there that I am just not aware of? And maybe that's true. Maybe I'm just like a little YouTuber who uploads once every 3 months, completely out of touch with the community. Maybe there is a large Saudi Arabian community out there. And if that's the case, all right, GeoGuessr, that's a point for you. But I don't think there's a single Saudi Arabian player out there. And if there is, chances are they're going to be a straight male, right? If they're not a straight male, please get in touch with me because that would be shocking to me. If you are Saudi Arabian, please, no trolls, all right? No cringe trolls in the comment section. Let me know if you are actually Saudi Arabian because I would really, I'm very interested if that is the case, because I really don't think there's a single Saudi Arabian player in Saudi Arabia. And if there is, chances are they really going to go to this event? Like, who is going to this event other than people that are already just here at the World Championship thing already, that are just there to watch? I don't know. But then take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. However, we always review each event opportunity to ensure that it's open to players of all backgrounds, genders, and views. We have been assured by the Esports World Cup that all players are welcome and would not attend the event if this was not the case. What is the Esports World Cup? What authority do they have over the Saudi Arabian government? What do they have that is more powerful than a Saudi? Seriously, if I was a member of has a background of a gender or view that was different than Saudi Arabia's, I would not go. And I definitely am privileged because I am indeed a straight man. So yes, I am definitely privileged to be able to go to Saudi Arabia and probably not get in trouble. But that is just not the case for so many people in this community. Now, this is crazy. This is actually the craziest thing here. It's also important to clarify that we are not receiving funding from the local government or affiliated organization. The Esports World Cup is organizing and covering the event logistics. We are funding the entire prize pool ourselves. There is no financial upside for us attending this event, and our motivation for attendance is to bring our message of exploration and understanding to the GeoGuessr community in the Middle East. What? Money is like the only answer of why they would go, and they're not even getting money. They're literally going for the love of the hate. I really don't get that decision. They're not even making any money from this. Like, Saudi Arabia has so much money. This comment from Pika, I get that you all want money, but when the majority of players can't even compete, that's just morally wrong. They're not even getting any money. This first part, this was posted before they made their announcement, so everyone assumed they were making money, right? So they're just going knowing that the majority of players can't even compete, right? Or if they can, they're risking their entire lives, right? Genuinely, what does this accomplish other than alienating your player base? I'm disappointed, to say the least. Marketing your world championship as diverse and inclusive, but then deciding to make a wild card in Riyadh out of all places is such an unbelievably stupid decision. I have more than 3,000 duel matches, but I have never met a Saudi Arabian opponent even once. This one's funny, although I guess not true anymore. You're taking this blood money and we still have to pay a subscription for the damn game. And these are some pretty good comments right here. What a terrible announcement. You guys have really let down the community with this in a deeply disappointing way. I will be boycotting this event in solidarity with the many LGBT members of our community. This is completely unacceptable. Do better. And right underneath that, one of the front runners for this is trans. What the fuck are y'all thinking? So in addition to this one, there are 3 regional tournaments: the APAC, the Americas, and the EMEAs. I think it's the same thing as last time. They're in different states this time. First one happening right now, the APAC, is in Tokyo. Okay, that's in Japan. And Japan, even though I don't know too many of them, I at least know that there's a massive community of Japanese players out there that are very dedicated. They kind of do their own thing. But GeoGuessr went to Tokyo, which is a massive W. Okay, massive W coming from GeoGuessr in that point. Then they come to the US, and as an American myself, I mean, W's in the chats for them to come to Dallas. Will I be attending? No, but it's still a very big W to come to Dallas. Then the Europe, they're staying in Sweden for some reason. Their mission, I forgot to even mention it. Their mission is to explore the world, right? First World Cup, Sweden, Stockholm. Second World Cup, Sweden, Stockholm. Third World Cup, Copenhagen, Denmark, a short train ride away. Where are they exploring? They're exploring the same general region of Europe. They're not even getting out of like Scandinavia. Like, what does that tell you guys? What does that tell you? So the final EMEAs is in Jönköping. Not sure how to say that. I'm American, guys. Don't hate me too much on the pronunciation, okay? That's in Sweden. I think it's just south of Stockholm. So you have another tournament in Sweden. And they're a Swedish company. I mean, yes, the first World Cup definitely should have been there. The second one that I actually went to, maybe it should have been somewhere else. I don't know. There are so many places that they could have gone besides Saudi Arabia. And yes, the Esports World Championship may be the bigger cause of the problem here because they're the ones that are organizing this whole thing, and they have a whole bunch of other games coming there as well. But there are just so many other places they could have gone for this, especially if they're not even paying, they're not even getting any money for themselves. They still have to pay for everything. So why not just go somewhere that's actually accepting of your players. I don't know, man. This post was released at 3:44 a.m. I was sleeping, so I immediately woke up and tried to record this video right when I could, because this is kind of a big deal. It's an L. Like their response actually makes it worse for them, in my opinion. Like their response is just really, really bad. And yeah, I need to see something more concrete than that. I need to see some serious things, because it says, you know, if that's not the case, that players don't feel safe, we take it seriously and work with each individual to find the best solution. What is that? That basically just means they're gonna have to play like remotely in a different country. That's the only case. That's the only way that they're gonna do this. And what's the point of that then? What's the point of that? Now, was I ever gonna go to this wildcard event? No, unless it was like in Chicago or something, which, come to Chicago, that would be a lot better, right? Even Milwaukee, come to Milwaukee. Now that's what I'm talking about. But they're not coming to Milwaukee. They will never come to Milwaukee. Highly, highly unlikely. Probably won't even come to Chicago, even though you have one of the biggest casters in the game, Chicago GeoGuessr, from there. You know, you have Zigzag from Australia. Are we going to see a tournament in Australia? Probably not. We have their biggest content creator ever, Rainbow, in Thailand currently. Are we going to see a tournament in Thailand? There's a big Thai community. No, I don't think we're going to see one there. And I hope that I get proven wrong with that take right there. I hope I get proven wrong. But, I mean, are we even going to get out of Scandinavia? I think I've ranted enough about this situation. If you have any other comments, please let me know in the comment section below. Even if you disagree with me, I want to have a civil discourse about this. Please get in touch. Comment section, Discord, wherever you want. Let me know. I think I hold the same sentiment as most of the community, but maybe I missed a few talking points here or there. I have no script. I'm just kind of ranting right now. So let me know. But now I want to go into the next stupidly GeoGuessr thing that's going on this week or month. Overwhelmingly negative reviews. Yeah, guys, GeoGuessr Steam Edition was released on May 8th, 2025. Not too long ago, guys. About 9 days as of me recording. Like, how do you get 3,827 negative reviews in your first week? I don't understand that, unless the game is just actually really, really bad, which maybe it is. I'm loading up the game right now for the first time. This is the GeoGuessr Steam Edition, folks, and it says we've opened your browser. So right away, we're already into the browser. Okay, this is a browser game now on Steam, or immediately the first thing that happens, we go back to the browser. So I'll just link my account. The experience that you will have if you are not a pro account like I am is different. Okay, we got a success. All right, so the first thing I see here is the week is over. Let's see the results here. Where did I end up? I ended up in, is this champions? I'm a champion, guys. Never doubt that I'm a bad player. Who says I'm a bad player? All right, here we go. Here's like the landing page. It says play the game to join the leaderboard. So all that's on GeoGuessr Steam Edition right now is duels, not even team duels. You can play moving, no moving, and NPC. Those are your 3 options. And guess what? You can edit your avatar. You can edit your avatar as well. Of course you can. Can you buy new pieces? You might not even be able to buy stuff. I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. I'm a verified account, so I do get all of the stuff for free. Let me know if you can buy the actual cosmetics on the Steam Edition, because that would be so sus, man, if they did. Go ahead and play a duel real quick, just so you guys can kind of see what's happening. And I will say, one of the advantages of a Steam Edition is the lack of lag. I will say that there's very little lag when it comes to this. And we play a player from Japan here. Let's get a little wave it here. Always gotta be friendly, guys. Always gotta be friendly. Will I win this one? We'll see. Okay, we're playing a Japanese player, and we immediately get spawned in Japan. So that's just fantastic. Dare I say even rigged. Make my guess here. So yeah, the problem with a browser game is that browser games are super laggy, right? They're super laggy. Steam Edition, not laggy. So that's one of, I believe, 2 advantages of having a Steam Edition right now. All right, let's go. We won a round in Japan. It's a good guess right there from my opponent there. It could be. I will say, folks, that the lag in the browser is quite bad sometimes. Another talking point: the UI. The amount of times they change the UI. I'm not gonna get into that in this video. I've went after them in the past for their UI changes, but I have not The problem is they have so much going on that it's extremely laggy. You know, it's extremely laggy. Is there something that I can go off of here? Am I gonna lose here? That's not a phone code, is it? Could be cooked here, guys. Could be game. All right, well, you know, I wanted to lose anyways there. I wanted just to get this going, you know what I mean? See, the animations are not laggy at all. I even though I just lost because I'm apparently trash, that wasn't a bad, you know, experience, you know what I mean? What? Why am I getting Explorer Mode North America badge? What? Let's go back to Steam. Let's click on these overwhelmingly negative reviews, which is just insane, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is it's hard to get an overwhelmingly negative review on Steam. F2P forced to play. It's just a demo. To continue progress, you must subscribe. That's true. Play 10 games for free. Then uninstall and play OpenGuessr instead. Just play OpenGuessr. That game has more features and is actually free. Forced to play. Big no to me. For me, I'm sticking with Free Guesser, where I enjoy the game without any paywalls. Subscription on Steam is a no-go. It doesn't even have full features yet. Steam subscription is not transferable to your GeoGuessr account, but it does work the other way around. Just a sad excuse for a game. Here we go. It is a very good idea to make GeoGuessr a game because it will be less laggy than a website version, which is very true. They still managed somehow to do it much worse than the website version. Congrats, GeoGuessr. It is actually very impressive. Now, I have been a big proponent. I have said many times in many different areas that I want to see a dedicated client for GeoGuessr because there are two major advantages. One is the lag. The lag is really bad in browsers sometimes, and there's nothing you can really do about that. GeoGuessr really can't do much about that. You give us a dedicated client, no lag. Now, I guess there's actually three advantages for it because the next one is just to be, it will grow the game. People see the game on Steam and they want to play it, right? But when they see this game on Steam, it's overwhelmingly negative reviews. That works against it. That's not going to help the game grow at all. It's going to, if I saw a overwhelmingly negative review on Steam, I would just scroll right by it. I wouldn't even click on it, let alone investigate it and download it and play it and become a paying member. And so the third and, dare I say, most important reason to have a Steam game, to have a downloadable client, is you can potentially implement an anti-cheat. Every big game has an anti-cheat. GeoGuessr really does not have one. It's really hard to catch cheaters on browser. There's really not much you can do. There are scripts you can download. It makes it easy. You can't track what the mouse is doing on a PC, on browser. And right now, if you play in any tournament, unless it's like in person, which not many tournaments are, most tournaments are done on everyone's personal computers. And the only way that these tournaments run functionally to avoid cheaters is to have someone be in a Discord screen share call, sharing their screen, and then someone has to watch that person to make sure there's no funny business going on. That is the only way to sort of catch cheaters. And even then, there's still ways to get around that if you are like an expert cheater. You know what I mean? So it's not a good system right now to have. The downloadable client, you can also put in an anti-cheat that will, catch cheaters, ban them, make it a lot easier. So then people don't have to, do these screen sharing tactics. But there's no party system in the Steam edition right now. So I can't even host a tournament. I host tournaments every single Tuesday. I can't even host tournaments on the Steam edition because there's no parties. And I also have no idea if GeoGuessr even plans to implement any sort of anti-cheat. They very well may not. They very well may not have any plans for an anti-cheat. And then this is only one reason for this Steam edition, and that's just less lag. And you're only going to have one little game mode, and that's just ranked duels. That's the only game mode they have. Why did they even release this? Why not wait till the game is more fleshed out so you have all of the features that are currently on the browser edition in the Steam edition and then release it? At least then you won't have 3,000 plus negative reviews. I don't know, man. Even these recommended reviews say stuff negative about it. And, I don't know, man. It's just not good of a system right now. It's just not good of a system. How do you have nearly 4,000 reviews and they're overwhelmingly negative? I just don't get it. I probably will not play this game for a very long time unless they update some stuff with it. So yeah, guys, I'm going on vacation tomorrow, so I have to upload and edit this video immediately. So I'm sorry if this is a little bit, not up to the standard of my usual editing videos, but hey, I wanted to get this going. It was a bit of a rant video. Again, I probably missed some points and some features that maybe I should have talked about that I just didn't realize. If that's the case, let me know in the comments section. GeoGuessr, I want you to win. I like you. and I want you to win. Luckily, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, so I'm able to talk about them in this manner where maybe other YouTubers are not able to. So maybe that's a good thing that someone's actually talking about this and giving it like a public sort of platform. But yeah, if I did miss anything, let me know in the comments section. Otherwise, GeoGuessr, just do better. Just do better.